Welcome to Improving the Quality Measures, Percent of Long-Stay Residents Assessed and Appropriately Given Pneumococcal Vaccine. This series of webinars helps nursing homes understand and improve the 13 long-stay measures that are used to calculate the Quality Measure Composite Score. The most effective way to lower your facility's composite score is to focus your quality improvement efforts on the quality measures that show higher numbers of missed opportunities at your nursing home. Two of the 13 quality measures that typically result in a high number of missed opportunities include the percent of residents assessed and appropriately given the seasonal influenza vaccine and the percent of residents assessed and appropriately given the pneumococcal vaccine. The pneumococcal vaccine status quality measure reports the percent of long-stay residents whose pneumococcal vaccine is up to date. In contrast to all of the other quality measures, except the influenza vaccination measure, high percentages are better. The numerator for this measure is the number of residents meeting any of the three criteria on the selected target assessment. The first criteria is that the resident has an up-to-date pneumococcal vaccine status, or O0300A is coded as 1. The second criteria is that the resident was offered and declined the vaccine, so O0300B would be coded as 2. The third criteria is that the resident was ineligible for the vaccine due to a medical contraindication, such as hypersensitivity of components of the vaccine, bone marrow transplant within the past 12 months, or receiving a course of chemotherapy within the past 2 weeks, or O0300B is coded as 1. The denominator for this measure is the number of long-stay residents with the selected target assessment. There are no exclusions for this quality measure. Although the pneumococcal vaccination is a year-round activity, subtle fluctuations are observed for the pneumococcal vaccination during the flu season, as seen in red on this slide. This may be due to the fact that some healthcare providers may tend to intensify pneumococcal vaccination assessment during the flu season. To improve this quality measure, make sure that these processes are in place at your home. All residents are assessed for vaccination eligibility based on their age, vaccination status, and risk factors on admission and annual basis. Residents and/or their guardians are educated regarding the risks and benefits of vaccine administration, and this education is documented. Resident refusals and medical contraindications are well documented, and the administration of vaccines and any post-vaccination adverse events are recorded. To assure the safety of vaccination administration, make sure your organization uses standard personnel and organizational immunization records to verify the immunization status of residents and to reduce the risk for inappropriate revaccination, and that you implement a quality assurance process to maintain appropriate standards of care. Implementing quality improvement in your nursing home works best if your home has a culture of quality that supports continuous quality improvement. Please refer to the CMS National Nursing Home Quality Care Collaborative Change Package that offers strategies your team can implement to develop and enhance your quality culture. One of the strategies of high-performing nursing homes found in the Change Package is to provide exceptional, compassionate clinical care that treats the whole person by striving to prevent problems. Decreasing your residents' risk of pneumonia is a great example of this strategy. Please refer to the link on this slide to find other proven strategies to improve the quality culture within your nursing home. For more information about the quality measures, refer to the MDS 3.0 RAI Manual and the MDS 3.0 Quality Measures Users Manual. To clarify questions about the MDS and/or the quality measures, contact your state RAI coordinator. For further information about the quality measures or about the Nursing Home Quality Care Collaborative, please contact your state Lake Superior Quality Innovation Network lead listed on this slide. And be sure to check out our short videos on each of the 13 quality measures that make up the composite score. Viewing the videos for each of the measures will help your team understand how each measure is calculated and will offer suggestions on first steps to improve each quality measure. Thank you.